We moved here in 2004, the spring, April, I think, of '04. And so we're frantically, of course, looking for a way to get our kids plugged in. Both our children have autism. They were in kindergarten and first grade at that time, and I was panicking, wondering what I was going to do with them in the summer. Ann Evans was the special ed director then, and she introduced us to SCAMP, and we got them signed up, and that was their first summer, and Jacob has gone every summer since. So he just completed his 20th year.
I feel like I've known about SCAMP forever. Originally, I got involved with SCAMP probably with the walk and roll and the home tour back in the 1990s, but I really became more involved in 2001 when I became the assistant director for special ed for Clarkston, and then in 2002 I became the director and been on the board ever since that time. So I've been on the board 22 years. So that's how I got really involved, with probably those two classic events to begin with. You know, everybody knew about SCAMP, right? And the walk and roll was a big deal. We used to go up through the neighborhood and, you know, walk all over. So that's how I've known SCAMP. And then, you know, it kind of goes along with my background, because prior to being a special ed administrator, I was a special education teacher and then a school social worker. So just children with special needs and disabilities has always been near and dear to my heart.
Just the greatest memories I have of SCAMP, again, is just the relationships, the friends I've built from staff, and then the wonderful, wonderful students who just make the most out of life, and they don't see the limitations that other people would see. At SCAMP, they can be themselves. And so to me, that's just the greatest part of SCAMP, is when you got a SCAMPer just truly enjoying themselves and truly being themselves. And that just makes my heart smile, because they're acting, whether it's the SCAMP talent show or doing art projects, they are all in, and there's nothing holding them back.
Oh, Jacob loves SCAMP, and he counts down the days. He'll come to us in the house and he'll say, "How many more days before SCAMP?"
Like in December.
And when we get up in the morning, because I'm the one that takes him because I work very close to SCAMP, and he'll say to me, "Daddy set the timer." And so as soon as he gets out of the shower, "Daddy set the timer." He takes my phone, he sets the timer, and he is just waiting for the time to leave, and he is always very excited about it.
And another thing I really love about SCAMP is Jacob goes places with us, like on vacation and that kind of thing, but he doesn't have a peer group like typical peer groups. He has friends, and they're very valuable and significant friendships, but like when he runs into his friends, they like say hi and then kind of ignore each other or just sit beside each other. But they're happy with that. It's no less significant a friendship. It's just lived out a little differently. And so if he didn't have SCAMP or something like that, he would sit at home in his room probably the entire summer.
I go on a lot of field trips. I can go anywhere I want, whether it's movies or parks or even lakes.
Everything else is fun. To get out in the community and be with the other campers.
There's just huge pride, there's tremendous love for the students and compassion for what we do for them. And so I think the community is just so supportive.
Also, I was thinking about this because Jacob's 26, so he's about to age out of the post-high program. This is his last year. He's been in school with these guys, a lot of them since kindergarten. So they've been together all these years, and then drastically it's just cut off. And so those friendships are forever changed and kind of dropped. But SCAMP is a reunion where he gets to see a lot of those people. We run into people all over. Like one time I was in a car wash and people were waving. I'm like, I don't know who that is. And then I realized they're waving at Jacob. So it's like people know him that we don't even know because they know him from SCAMP. And it gives great comfort, because I feel like if he were ever lost or somewhere he wasn't supposed to be, someone he knows probably in Clarkston would see him. The community is just beautiful, the way they've rallied around our kids and the special needs community.
SCAMP has helped me direct my path in education from the very beginning. And I can't think of anybody who's worked there or attends there as a camper and it doesn't change their life, because it's just such a profound experience, just the sheer joy and appreciation the SCAMPers have, but also the life lessons it teaches the workers, from the volunteers through adult aides. I'm still learning every day, and it's really taught me the appreciation for everything I have, compassion, and it's just taught me to appreciate everything I have and the people around me. Most of my lifelong friends are from SCAMP, and then I've gotten to know so many of the campers over the years, and a lot of the campers want to return year after year after year, and so I've gotten to know them really well, and for me, SCAMP means summer.
If you've ever spent any time with a parent of a scamper and realize sometimes their days can be very challenging, I think there's an empathy piece, and it's a point of pride in this community. It's something that's been here 50 years. And you can't deny that that hasn't had an impact. It's an important part of our community. It's hard to even think of other events that have gone on that long that still exist.
We want kids to enjoy it and want to come back. And judging by the students who, on the last day of camp every year, have tears in their eyes and are so sad, to me it's kind of bittersweet, because I know I've done my job, because the SCAMPers and the staff are sorry it's ending. It's not something like a normal job you would have where you're, thank goodness it's over. We look forward to it, and we're sad when it ends, but there's always the hope that everyone will return next year and experience new things.
What can you say? It's camp. Now then, forever together.